GPS launches manifesto for GE15. 5 pillars outlined in GPS manifesto. 25 Trust manifesto launch pledges for growth and inclusivity. Those are the headlines for tonight. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, and you're watching TVS Nightline. Gabungan Party Sarawak GPS launched its manifesto for the 15th general election tonight. The manifesto put forward 5 main pillars on which stand 25 trusts with 215 commitments or initiatives to drive Sarawak towards its objective of achieving a high-income, developed state by the year 2030. With GPS Sarawak First slogan, the manifesto theme is ensuring Sarawak's stability, progress. We have a reporter on the ground, Amira Shawel at Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK, to give us on the latest update at Kuching.
Thank you. Abang Jari today in his speech at the manifestation for the 15th general election GE15, in his speech he said that GPS is a Sarawak-based party that understands the history and aspirations of the original spirit of the formation of Malaysia. With the support and full mandate of the people, the coalition will be able to restore and defend the rights and privileges of Sarawak for the sake of the dignity of its people. According to Abang Jari, committed and pledges in its newly launched manifesto is to ensure the voice of Sarawak and demands in the Special Council on the Malaysia Agreement 1963, MA63, are fulfilled. At the same time, the demands on the increase of parliamentary seats for Sarawak in line with the original spirit of MA63 and the IGC report during the formation of Malaysia shall be pursued. Meanwhile, the coalition measured its commitment in defending the rights of Sarawakian in accordance with the principle of Sarawak First for the well-being and the future. And I think that is all that I can share regarding Abang Jari's speech for tonight. That is from Amira Shawel and Muhammad Noor Khairuddin from BCCK. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Amira, for the updates. Now moving on, the campaign for the 15th general election officially begins for many candidates on Sunday. For the Putrajaya parliamentary seat, 6 candidates are vying to win the hearts of over 41,000 voters, thus sparking a fiercer competition compared to GE14. Douglas Elliott in Putrajaya has the details.
Thank you, studio. Behind me is the Perdana Putra, or the Prime Minister's office, the administrative heart of Malaysia. Now, with the run-up to election day, political parties are racing for a spot to place their representatives to helm the various ministerial posts right here in Putrajaya. Putrajaya incumbent Dato Sri Tengku Adnan Tengku Mansor is once again Barisan Nasional's or BN's bet to defend the seat. In GE14, Tengku Adnan won with a majority of 3,371 votes in a 3-cornered fight. This time around, Tengku Adnan will face off with 5 other hopefuls in a 6-cornered fight, including Dato Dr. Muhammad Razi Jidin, fielded by Perikatan Nasional or PN. Now, as we all know, Razi Jidin is the current caretaker or the senior education minister, and his office is merely 2 kilometers away from here. Now, in addition to Barisan Nasional and Perikatan Nasional, Pakatan Harapan is also fielding its candidate, Dr. Nur Aisyah Maidin Abdul Aziz, and Pejuang with Datuk Muhammad Rosli Ramli. 2 independents are also trying their luck with Samsudin Muhammad Fauzi and Lim Fis B. Now, earlier this morning, Tengku Adnan kicked off his campaign with a walkabout in several areas in Putrajaya, while Razi Jidin joined the locals of Precinct 18 for a breakfast session. Now, in the lead up to D-Day, definitely there will be much more campaigns, much more programs by the candidates to woo the voters here, who are majority are civil servants. But question remains as to who will be Putrajaya's pick comes election day. Only time will tell. And with that, that is all we have for you here from Putrajaya. Douglas Elliott, as well as Faiz Zulkifli, TVS Putrajaya.
Thank you, Douglas, for the insightful comments. The Lawas parliamentary seat will see a three-cornered fight between Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS, Parti Sarawak Bersatu PSB and Parti Keadilan Rakyat PKR in the upcoming GE15. To know more about the political scenario in Limbang, we have our reporter on the line, Akma Saleh, to give us on the latest development. Go ahead, Akma.
All right, thank you, studio. As we have all been informed, the Limbang Parliament seat sees a straight fight for the 50th upcoming general election between Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS candidate Datuk Hasbi Habibullah and Pakatan Harapan candidate Racha Balang. And from my observation, the flag war is still tame, although several GPS flags have been erected in chosen area. Even so, Datuk Dr. Abdul Rahman Ismail, the State Assemblyman for Bukit Kota, said the GPS should not underestimate their opponent because they might have a winning strategy to capture the heart of voters. What's more important is to strengthen GPS election machineries, as winning the seat plays a major role in the fight to return Sarawak right as stipulated under the Malaysian Agreement 1963. And that's all I have for the time being. Stay tuned on TVS for the latest update on GE15. Akmal Saleh and videographer Fikri Raza, TVS Limbang, back to studio.
Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS launched its manifesto for the upcoming GE15 that outlines 25 trusts that the coalition will fulfill if it succeeds in the general election. Its chairman, Dato' Paninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, when launching the manifesto, gave his commitment to continue implementing the following 25 trusts of the coalition manifesto for a stable, developed, prosperous and a glorious Sarawak by 2030. Among the highlights in the manifesto are to ensure Sarawak's political stability and strength, as well as defend Sarawak's right within the Federation of Malaysia in accordance with the Malaysia Agreement 1963, Intergovernmental Committee IGC report, the Sarawak Constitution and the Federal Constitution. The GPS election manifesto also aims to protect the sovereignty and maintain the security of Sarawak while enhancing government service based on integrity and good governance.
Another thrust in the manifesto is to develop the state's basic infrastructures such as roads, bridges, ports and airports, and expand the coverage and quality of water supply, electricity, telecommunication towers and internet services, with emphasis to transform rural areas, villages and longhouses while developing modern, thriving, livable, safe towns and cities, and pledges to expand the accessibility and quality of health services, developing quality human capital through technical and vocational education and training, as well as accelerate the development of manufacturing, services, tourism, and creative industry sectors to drive the state's economy. At the same time, the manifesto also aims to modernize and commercialize the agricultural and food sectors, raising the income and standard of living of farmers, breeders and fishermen, as well as raising Sarawak's income and exploring new industries based on green technology. Business and employment opportunities aim to elevate the income of Sarawakins as well as provide infrastructures, grants, market access and entrepreneurial training for small-medium entrepreneurs, traders and hawkers. Implementing inclusive policies that ensure religious freedom and the liberty to practice respective customs, cultures and heritage for social harmony and unity, recognizing native customary rights, NCR land, and continuing land surveys are among the thrust in the manifesto. As such, the coalition also promises to provide more affordable houses, developing more resettlement schemes, including carrying out village expansion, home repair, and longhouse construction assistance for Sarawakins. On women and youth, the manifesto will empower more women as well as ascertain the active participation of youth in the development of Sarawak. Elderly people with disabilities and children were mentioned in its commitment, apart from elevating burdens of the B40 groups. On sports, the sectors would also witness a healthy development to create a healthy society and produce more renowned athletes. The manifesto also promises on preserving and conserving the environment for the present and future generations.
GPS unveiled its election manifesto, promising a 5 approach to drive Sarawak's development. Team Sarawak's First. The 5 main pillars include stable and resilient politics, socio-economy, and finances led by the far-sighted leaders that prioritize Sarawak's future. A major highlight of the manifesto outlined the infrastructures and facilities development in urban and rural areas for the people's well-being in a bid to achieve the status of Sarawak to be a developed state by 2030 and strengthening the finance of the state in the future.
Kita juga menawarkan politik, sosial, ekonomi dan keuangan yang stabil dan mampan. Dengan mengambil perhatian berat terhadap keupayaan untuk memacu pembangunan Sarawak selain kebajikan dan nasib generasi masa depan. Kita GPS menawarkan kerancangan pembangunan menyeluruh dari segi infrastruktur dan kemudahan untuk kawasan bandar dan luar bandar. GPS juga giat mentransformasikan ekonomi dan pelbagai sumber kewangan bagi meningkatkan pendapatan untuk terus memacu dan melonjakkan negeri Sarawak. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, rakan-rakan sekalian, kita dalam masa 4 tahun yang lepas, pendapatan negeri Sarawak, revenue Sarawak bertambah 1 ganda. Dulu kita nerima hanya dalam lingkungan 4 bilion, 5 bilion. The highest was 6 billion. Dalam masa 4 tahun kita telah mempunyai revenue more than 10 billion untuk Sarawak. Ini adalah disebabkan oleh pendekatan kita. Dan tahun ini kita akan mempunyai pendapatan lebih daripada 10 bilion.
Abang Johari said this during the launching of GPS Manifesto held at Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK on Sunday. For the record, GPS will be contesting in all 31 parliamentary seats in the upcoming general election. GPS comprises 4 component parties, namely Parti Pesaka Bumiputera Bersatu (PBB), Sarawak United People's Party (SUPP), Parti Rakyat Sarawak (PRS), and the Progressive Democratic Party (PDP).
GPS Coalition has proven an excellent track record since its establishment. Led by its chairman, Datuk Pandigi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, the coalition has implemented various programs, initiatives and gained numerous successes in political, economic, social and welfare of the people of Sarawak.
Abang Johari further added that one of the Crown achievements was the amendment of the Federal Constitution and restoring Sarawak's equal partner status as envisaged during the formation of Malaysia in 1963, which leads to a discussion of the Malaysia Treaty 1963, which was agreed upon in principle by the federal government.
Meneruskan perjuangan kita tu. Kerajaan PS mencadangkan pindaan. Di bawah Menteri Undang-Undang dari Sabah. Perkara 1/2. Bawa di Parlimen. Pendirian GPS kata 1/2 tidak cukup. Kami juga mau pindah perkara 160 di bawah interpretasi perjanjian. Bawa ke parlimen, GPS abstain berkecuali pindaan tidak dapat diluluskan. Kenapa? Because we are firm in fighting for our rights. Tidak lulus. Kita terus berjuang. Dengan kehendak Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, Datuk Wan Junadi menjadi Menteri Undang-Undang.
Abang Johari said this at the launch of GPS Manifesto at Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching on Sunday. Among those present during the manifesto launch were Deputy Premiers Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Embas and Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, Sarawak United People Party SUPP President Dato' Seri Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Parti Rakyat Sarawak PRS President Dato' Joseph Salang Gandum, Progressive Democratic Party PDP Senior Vice President Dato' Paul Igai, as well as Parti Pesaka Bumi Putra Bersatu PBB Permanent Chairman Tan Sri Muhammad Asfia Awang Nasar.
Coming up right after the break, GE15 Barisan Nasional to launch manifesto tomorrow. Gain future voters trust through manifestos. Right here on TVS Nightline. Stay tuned.
Kalau nak apa-apa lagi tahu ya. Kau ni dah kenapa Mina? Ini mesti kau bergaduh-gaduh ni kan?
Bukan bergaduh, Mak. Abang Doh dah tak ada.
Dah tak ada? Aduh, bagaimana?
Abang Doh dah masuk getaran jiwa. Abang Doh pergi 8 minggu. Nanti rindu.
Berkongsi ke penerang pemadu baru kawan ngau pengawak berpilih besar.
Berkongsi ke penemu ngau pansir Ari Rabantik terbangkar.
Berkongsi ke berita pemadu baru enggak ulih dipercaya. Bakani pemutus pengawak berpilih serak tu. Siapa bagi orang kengagak pemutus?
Sekarang masih lagi berada di
Pusat mengundi.
quite a number of voters telah membuang undi.
Nama yang tidak asing dalam politik Sarawak, Parlimen P194.
Terus mendapat program Malaysia Research.
Seminar Bak TVS.
Welcome back. Barisan Nasional's manifesto will be launched tomorrow, where it will focus mainly on the people's well-being, stable economic growth, creating more job opportunities and education. Its chairman, Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, said the manifesto will outline 10 cores and 99 offers for the B40 and M40, as well as the T20 groups.
He continued by saying that Barisan Nasional aims to prioritize the people's well-being and attract foreign investors in order to create more job opportunities and increase export value. Ahmad Zahid, who will be defending his Bagan, Datuk parliamentary seat, said this to reporters after visiting the Kampung Sungai Nipah, Darat polling district centre on Sunday. He is set to clash with Pakatan Harapan's Datuk Syamsul Iskandar Muhammad Akin in a four-cornered fight for the Bagan Datuk Parliamentary Constituency in GE15. Barisan Nasional's manifesto will be launched via live broadcasts on social media.
Political parties should always adhere to their promises. This applies to any coalition should they be the next ruling government. According to Senior Lecturer of Science Administration and Policy Studies of University Technology Mara Sarawak, Dr. Nur Aida Kipli, promises must be kept when the political party is given the mandate.
She added voters will put their trust to manifestos launched by each party contesting in the 15th general election.
What you can offer to your bakal pengundi. Kenapa saya gunakan istilah bakal pengundi? Sekiranya rakyat mengundi kepada parti tersebut spesifik kepada calon, itu menunjukkan bakal pengundi telah meletak kepercayaan ke atas kandungan manifesto yang telah dinyatakan.
She said this through the Malaysia Decides program by TVS on Sunday. Dr. Nur Aida further explained that a long-term plan would also be awaited by the people in hopes to upgrade their quality of life.
Dalam pilihan raya mesti ada calon, mesti ada parti politik. Apa yang mereka perjuangkan berdasarkan manifesto. Memang dia penting. Manifesto sebagai satu landasan untuk calon ini mempromosikan diri mereka kepada bakal pengundi. So penghuni di kawasan perwakilan mesti faham. Saya membaca kataan akhbar pada hari ini, calon mukah mengatakan bahawa Datuk Hanifah dia akan turun padang untuk memberi pemahaman yang jelas mengenai kandungan manifesto. Itu sepatutnya calon-calon lain kena buat.
In addition, manifestos are vital to reflect the capabilities of a party to identify the problems and challenges faced by locals and at the same time suggest a rational approach to solve the matter.
Wah. Tahu siap apa nak di bola kita hujung minggu tu?
Tahu, Air. Kau ada plan kah?
Ada. Saksikan Borak Tesi Peng. Ada apa tu? Ada Borak, ada CD Best dan yang terbaru.
Ada TikTok Challenge. Jadi sebelum bingung kita mau pergi jalan, pergi makan and mau bola TikTok.
Bersama dengan Ardin Belarek.
Dan juga Azwar Shah.
Ya, saksikan Borak Tesi Peng di
TVS.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Awak datang ni nak apa?
Tadi dekat depan saya nampak ada tulis kerja kosong.
Ada bawa surat? Hei! Awak ingat saya ni tahu pajak gadai ke?
Alah cik, surat lain tak ada. Ini je ada. Cantik rumah cik Rumah ni berapa ribu Nak jual tak?
RM30,000.
Tunggu saya masuk getaran jiwa dulu.
Membawakan perkembangan terkini Pilihan Raya Umum Malaysia ke-15.
Kupasan dan analisis isu semasa bersama pakar tempatan.
Menampilkan tetamu jemputan dalam industri.
Angkat aspirasi rakyat, suara anda kami dengar.
Perbincangan kami bawakan
hingga malam penentuan siapakah yang bakal dipilih Tabir Negara.
Bersama kami dalam Malaysia Decides
hanya di TVS.
Now on to some international affairs. Ahead of Tuesday, November 8, midterm elections in the United States, former President Donald Trump visited Pennsylvania on Saturday, November 5th, to prop up Senate candidate Mehmet Oz and Doug Mastriano, who is running for governor.
Speaking at a rally in Latrobe, southeast of Pittsburgh, Trump pledged a Republican comeback in Congress and told Pennsylvanians the future of their state depended on a Republican majority in the Senate. As in past rallies, Trump hinted at the possibility of his own return to the campaign trail for 2024 and said he had an announcement coming in a very short period of time. The race between Democratic candidate John Fetterman and Oz is one of the three critical contests, along with Georgia and Nevada, that will determine whether Democrats hold onto their razor-thin majority in the Senate, and with it the power to confirm Biden's nominees to posts ranging from his cabinet to the Supreme Court. On Saturday, President Joe Biden and former President Barack Obama also campaigned in Pennsylvania, backing Fetterman and Democratic Attorney General Josh Shapiro.
A passenger plane crashed into a Lake Victoria in Tanzania on Sunday, November 6, while attempting to land in stormy weather at an airport in lakeside city of Bukoba. 15 people have been rescued so far, but it was not known how many passengers were on board the Precision Air flight or whether there were any fatalities. Tanzania Broadcasting Corporation, TBC, reported.
The aircraft, which had departed from the commercial capital Dar es Salaam, fell in Lake Victoria this morning due to storms and heavy rains. Video footage and images that circulated on social media showed the plane almost fully submerged, with only its green and brown-colored tail visible above the waterline of Lake Victoria, Africa's largest lake. Rescue boats were deployed and emergency workers were continuing to rescue other passengers trapped in the plane. Precision Air, Tanzania's largest privately owned airline, identified the plane as Flight PW494 and said it was involved in an accident as it was approaching Bukoba Airport. The airline statement gave no further details. Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan called for calm as the rescue operation continued.
Don't forget to catch the next episode of TVS new reality program Getaran Jiwa tonight. Beginning with the Debaran Jiwa capsule at 7:30 p.m, followed by Getaran Jiwa live concert at 8:45 p.m. The public is also invited to watch the concert at MBKS Stadium, Bintawa. For more information, follow Getaran Jiwa official Facebook page and Instagram. That's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching.